Isa sa mga industriya na labis na naapektuhan ng krisis na dala ng COVID-19 pandemic ay ang turismo. Dahil hindi maituturing na essential batay na rin sa IATF classification, huli nang pinayagan ng pamahalaan ang operasyon ng mga establishmento sa tourism sector. Ayon sa presidente ng Association of Tourism Officers of the Philippines na si Arwin Lingat, hindi maaaring maging instant ang pagbubukas ng turismo. Lalo na nakadepende pa rin kasi hanggang sa kasalukuyan sa quarantine protocol o alert level na ibinababa ng IATF ang restriction sa turismo ng isang lugar.
We cannot really open big bang, no? Talagang dapat paunti-unti, pakonti-konti because it's a pandemic. From time to time, there are changes.
Ang estratehiya niya ngayon sa pagbubukas ng turismo ay limitado pa lamang sa local tourists. Dahil nakadepende pa rin sa COVID-19 incidence ng ilang karatig bansa ang kondisyon ng IATF sa pagbubukas naman ng foreign tourists.
So right now, may mga nababalitaan na tayong surge from Europe. So we don't know here in the Philippines. That is why what is important right now is continue our COVID response program.
Sa limitadong operasyon ng mga stakeholders na apektado ng mahigpit na quarantine restrictions, naibahagi naman ni Ching Pangilinan Tourism Officer ng City of San Fernando na ang survival stage ng mga nasa hospitality industry ay pinunan ng Bureau of Quarantines kasunod ng pag-accredit ng mga hotels at motels sa syudad. Dito sa third quarter ng taon, lumaki ang bilang ng accommodations sa mga returning overseas Filipino.
The number of overnight stays of those who are quarantining in our 6 BOQ approved hotels, we've seen a constant rise since January of this year. And as part of our early recovery efforts, we were also one of the first LGUs outside of Clark to allow the quarantining returning overseas Filipinos and OFWs to check in our facilities, which are later on accredited by the Bureau of Quarantine.
Samantala, sa pagpaplano at estratehiya sa pagbukas ng turismo, nakalalamang umano ang gitnang Luzon dahil sa iba't ibang outdoor activities na bukas na. Isa na dito ay ang golf bubble sa Clark, na hindi lamang local tourists ang inaasahang magiging kabahagi ng programa.
Talks are also ongoing with the Department of Tourism, Quest Plus, and other stakeholders in Clark for the launch of the Clark Golf Bubble as a means to attract the foreign market once international travel will be allowed.
Habang sa Subic simula December 1, 2021, accessible na rin sa lahat ng mga bakunadong turista ang sporting activities.
I'm happy to announce that Subic Bay Tourism actually operates several sporting facilities. So we handle the operation of the sports complex. And starting December 1, we are reopening our covered courts for badminton and tennis, our sand court for beach volleyball and other sand court sports. And then the Subic Gym will also be open for basketball and volleyball rentals by December.
Umaasa naman ang tourism manager ng Clark Development Corporation na si Noemi Julian na maikukonsidera ng IATF ang pagpapaluwag sa mga foreign tourists dahil isa rin umano ito sa may malaking ambag sa malakas na turismo sa Clark Freeport Zone.
The challenge is that we cannot fully reopen. We want to open the destination to, especially for the foreign tourists, since we have an airport here in Clark. And we want to take advantage of the airport. However, because of the restrictions, of course, we understand that we have to balance the economy and the safety of the people. So I think gradually we're opening up. Right now, I think IATF released another classification for green countries, for yellow countries, and hopefully magkaroon na ng guidelines for foreign tourists to come in. No?
Shared responsibility raw ang dapat pairalin di lamang ng mga business owners at stakeholders, kundi maging ang mga turista para makabangon ng turismo.
It's a shared responsibility. And the way that we will be building back better in tourism will always be a shared responsibility with between and among stakeholders, whether in the public or private sector.
Paolo G. Santos, CLTV News.